From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Friday, February 28th. Right there, March around the corner. Meteorological spring just starts this weekend, and we're definitely feeling it in those temperatures. But starting off with your first story this morning, on the national side, in the midst of filing season, the IRS has released its list of tax scams people should watch out for this year. Topping the list are phishing scams, where fraudsters pose as legitimate organizations in the tax and financial community. Another growing concern involves incorrect tax information on social media. The IRS warns this can mislead people into bogus tax avoidance strategies and sometimes result in identity theft. Your second story, 16-year-old Kentrail McDaniel of Lincoln, accused of shooting and killing his brother on Christmas Eve, wants his case moved to juvenile court. In our crime tracker right now, he's being tried as an adult, and his attorneys also tried to have his bond reduced, but that was denied. According to court documents, McDaniel, fearing for his safety after being attacked, was carrying an assault-style rifle. And that night, as he was walking to his mother's apartment in North Lincoln, he saw an unknown person and began shooting. The person ended up being his 20-year-old brother. Third story happening in the unicameral, domestic violence advocates are looking to state leaders for help right now, saying the budget to support their efforts is tight. The Nebraska Coalition to End Sexual and Domestic Violence oversees 20 programs providing survivors with state-required services. Right now, the coalition splits $1.9 million of state funding between their providers, but it's not enough. LB 348 proposes adding an extra $3 million to funds already given for domestic violence services, and it would come from the Health and Human Services Cash Fund, and a hearing for this bill is scheduled for March 10th. Fourth story, cases of whooping cough continue to climb here in Nebraska and nationwide. Highly contagious respiratory illness marked by severe coughing. Since November, the number of cases in Lancaster County has gone up, reaching a high of 29 so far this month, according to the health department. Kids should be getting their whooping cough vaccinations through their first years of life so the spread of the disease can be slowed. And wrapping things up, the voice of the Huskers will be laid to rest today. Greg Sharpe passed away on Valentine's Day after a battle with cancer. The 2024 Nebraska Sportscaster of the Year joined the Big Red for football and baseball announcing back in 2008. His calls of memorable moments for the Huskers are endless for the last 17 years, and today's service will be at 1 p.m. at St. Mark's United Methodist Church at 84th and Pioneers. That is your Morning Pulse for this Friday morning. We'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. Have a great weekend.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.